All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday evening and a beautiful evening at that. I am not Kiana, but I am here to host Up Next Reverse today. For those of you who are scratching your heads right now trying to figure out where you've seen me before or why my face looks familiar, or maybe I don't look familiar at all, I'm Cynthia Fails, the founder of Launch Crate Publishing, and I'm so excited that I get to flip the tables tonight and interview our guest who's about to pop herself on the screen here. So, Miss Kiona, come on in and join us. I want to jump on in and get
Yeah,
things
this is
rolling. There
dope.
she is.
Hey,
Hey,
Cynthia. Thanks for
how
being
are
here
you?
today.
Thank you so much for asking me to do this, to join you for this.
Yeah, now I like get to just chill. I don't have to do anything.
Except answer all the questions, right?
Yeah, this is so great. I should do this more often.
Yeah. I kind of
Yeah,
like being the one that asks the questions personally. So I'm
you're perfect
excited
for
for
this.
this.
Thank you. Oh, thank you for doing this. Thank you for
um,
being here. And hi to all the listeners. I guess I should act like I don't know who any of them are since I'm the guest and your host.
or something like that. You all make sure that you say hi so that we can say hi back to you. Drop something in the chat so that we know that you're out there watching us, because we like to make this interactive. And
Hmm.
Kiana, I'm so glad that you trust me.
I don't know
Because
if that's a good thing or a
I've been
bad thing.
plotting over here. It's absolutely a good thing. Tonight's show, I think we're gonna spend being creative because that's everything that I do. There's gonna be a weave
Absolutely.
of creativity just like threaded through there, right? So I want to make
Absolutely.
sure that we get to pull that out of you. But I also want to make sure that we talk about current events because it's some big stuff happening here right now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So let's start there. Um,
Okay.
VP pick was just announced for Biden. How you feeling?
Man, I feel hopeful, and
Yeah.
I have not felt like that since the Obamas left the White House.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I just think for all women across the country, just witnessing that and just being able to kind of take that in for a quick second, it's big.
Yeah.
Um, and it just shows, as many people have already stated, the depth and just the amazing diversity that we have in our country. And so, of course, you pay respects to Shirley Chisholm for breaking that wall down and being bold enough to declare her presidency, which she did not get to the ultimate mountaintop. But now to see Kamala Harris make her bold entrance into being one of the first
Yeah.
women in our country to be a president and to just be on the ticket. I mean, it's huge. And so I feel hopeful. It's inspiring, especially being a woman of color. And it's just right now with everything that's going on in our country. What a powerful thing to see and just kind of have hope. And so it yesterday I was literally, I got the notification and I went crazy. And it was hard. He had a lot of great picks, but I
He
think
did.
overall, I mean, she had what it takes to kind of cultivate that role. And today we saw it. She came out and gave her first appearance, and she was different. Like, I've never seen her like that. So she's ready. She's ready.
Yeah. Well, I think she was ready before she got the call from Biden, but it's been
Yeah.
interesting to watch people's reactions. And I don't know what your social media feeds have looked like, but go ahead and describe kind of the reactions that you've seen from friends and family and colleagues.
Hmm. Yeah, Twitter, I've been on there a little bit more lately, trying to, really just kind of see and just really take in just not only before yesterday's announcement, but just kind of like everything that's going on. We've seen Major League Baseball just, brought on Michelle Ship to be their executive C-level
Yeah.
diversity and equity and inclusion, like everything for the
Mm-hmm.
entire Major League Baseball league. I mean, so just seeing that, like, and just keeping that consistency in the feed, and because of everything that's going on in our country, it's just been amazing. But it's been for a lot of people, like, seeing just different tweets about, to be interesting, 4 million black people went out and voted for Barack Obama back in I forgot what year. Just
2008.
both. Yeah, 2008.
There you go.
And so just kind of reliving that, and seeing if people will come back out and vote.
Yeah.
And people who've never voted before, will they do it this time? People my age are inspired again. They're like, this is big. And then for me personally, Cynthia, like, I've just never have witnessed anything like this, because
Yeah.
again, as I just struggled to think of the year when Obama was elected, I mean, I think I was still in like middle school. So I really didn't understand like
Ouch.
the importance of I don't think I understood the importance of what a black man being in the Oval Office meant,
Yeah.
really. Now I
Yeah.
do, but yeah, didn't understand the depths of that when I was in middle school. But just to see the symbolic transparency of just everybody just really being excited, it's a good thing. So I think
Yeah.
everybody is just full of life, and that's what it should be. I think we're just even more ready to get to November, so we can kind of make this transition of, one power in, the other one's getting out, and
Mm-hmm.
then just kind of moving forward from there. Because as much as exciting as all of this is, I mean, there's so much stuff that we have to get back to normal, because everything's just been so divisive
Yeah.
over the past 4 years. And so, and divisive in a way that, I mean, in every single way, from every sector of our democracy. So I'd be curious to see, what people will be saying in the next month, in the
Yeah.
next 84 days that we
Mm-hmm.
have until the national election. So
Yeah, it's been interesting. In my feed, I've seen kind of some mixed feedback, and people almost hinting at sitting out this election, but the number of people that have jumped in to respond to them directly, and encouraging them about all of the areas that this election touches, and not just the presidency, right? We're talking about
mm-hmm.
um, things that impact each of us individually, things that impact us in our regions, and in healthcare, and just everything. It's not just about a popularity contest for one person sitting in one seat, or them plus their VP pick. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that has been encouraging, and
Mm-hmm.
just seeing that mindset start to shift, even within just the last 24 hours, has been really encouraging to see. So I'm pretty hopeful as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and more hopeful that people will remember what the last 4 years have been like. You don't even have to go back 4 years. Let's talk about 2020 alone and what has happened in the last 4 months. So
Well, I'm saying you gotta go back too
you
far,
don't
because
have to go back
we
too
got
far.
enough. We got enough for just this year. But that's the
Right.
thing. It's like we've been so used to now the polarization and just the heightened like everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't even know, like today it was like, oh my God, like this is what it should feel like. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like it should be normal. Like it should be
Right.
normal to hear people give us like strategic plans and talk about healthcare and
Yeah.
unemployment. It's like we don't hear that. We just get, what I think, not scientific truths. Don't wear a mask, and I'm out. And it's like, okay, this is all pretty interesting. So yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
hope the people that went out to the polls and voted 45 in office, that they maybe rethink what they did.
Yeah.
You know.
I think some of them will. I don't know that all of them will, honestly, because I think a lot of them that voted him in office voted him in because they agreed with um, his thoughts. They agreed with,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to decide how PC I want to be right now. I'm not going to be very PC. It's almost 9 o'clock at night, so we're just going to
Yeah.
let it fly.
Don't.
I mean, what it comes down to, upholding white supremacist viewpoints and
Mm-hmm.
centering white culture, right? And for
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people, that was more important than some of their own basic rights that they didn't realize they were giving up by bringing him in office. So,
Yeah.
you know, I think for a lot of people, it's getting out of out of that mindset and understanding that there's more to them. They have more needs than just being a white person in America, right? There's so much more to it than that. So cool. Yeah. All right, 2020. It's been an interesting year.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Talk to me about so far. I say so far because we still have how many more months to go? Like 4 months, 4 full months to go,
Yeah,
roughly. Okay.
I feel
What
like
stands out the most to you about this year?
just a lot of loss. You
Mm-hmm.
know, just I mean, just in the past like what 4 months. I mean, Kobe Bryant,
Yep.
you know, a legend in his own right, just with the athletics and what he's been able to cultivate for the culture in sports and just being a black man that just elevated, you know, and transcended basketball.
Yeah.
And then, you know, just like Little Richard, like, I mean, just like everybody. I mean, it's just been, I mean, John Lewis, and I mean, you name it. It just feels heavy, and it just
Yeah.
feels like it's just been this ongoing, consistent loss. And I
Mm-hmm.
just think in the same breath, you know, this takes us back from a the racial standpoint of, you know, Michael Brown and Trayvon Martin. And
Yeah.
I think I have a lot of memories when I think about my time being an undergrad. It was just like kind of the same, but as most have stated already, like this has just been different.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been just, even if you wanted to not think about it, you had to think about it because the world has just been stopped.
Yeah.
And I think that our not only our planet needed this. I've read certain articles about like pollution is decreasing. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Like nobody's at the beach, you know, like nobody's
Right.
doing anything.
Except in
So I
Florida.
just, yeah, so I think, yeah, except for Florida, that they literally hot. They hot. So I just think it's just been for our country and for our world, just a time of just like grief that
Yeah.
we all needed this societal push, and we all needed this check internally. And I
Absolutely.
think that's exactly what we've gotten. So, you know, regardless of what you wanted to get out of this, you
Mm-hmm.
didn't get out of it. And I think we all needed that, to be humbled and to just be shifted. I've been through that as well,
Yeah.
in different ways, and I'm sure, you know, other people have. But yeah, 2020 has just been a year of just loss, but it's something that I think we all needed, as many have already stated. And I'm not saying that to be cliche. You know, I don't think that we would appreciate the announcement that we heard yesterday if it
Absolutely.
wasn't for the past 4 years of just like turmoil, grief, and just this, you know, polarizing climate of just a
Yeah.
global pandemic and just social unrest. And so I just, you know, I think that once we get past just these next couple months, I think we'll look back on this and have a greater appreciation for voting locally,
Right.
and just, you know, really taking seriously a lot of issues and things, because we see when national leadership doesn't, you know, uphold the democracy and what it says, then it affects everyone. And
Absolutely.
I'm seeing that. I've seen it, and it's just been crazy. Like, wow, like something in DC that's like hundreds and hours away, it's like impacting me in Kansas City. Like, that's crazy. And so, you know, hopefully people take that, and we're better for it.
Yeah.
We're just better people.
Yeah. So you said something that really stuck out to me. You talked about how 2020 is really helped everybody to pause. And I think that pause gives us the opportunity to reflect on what it is that we really value. So want you to think about that for a moment, and what values have surfaced or resurfaced for you in this moment, this period of pause. What's kind
Um,
of risen to the top as in terms of priority for you?
I think just friendships, because everything else has just been so inconsistent. And so
Yeah.
the one that's been consistent is just your people, you would say your entourage,
Yeah.
the crew. And I'm thankful for that. You know, I'm thankful for people like you know, and just a lot of others that have just been with me through and through when
Hmm.
things were not always great and when things
Hmm.
are great. And so I think for me, just really valuing the relationships that I have in life and just the people that God have really centered me and kind of allowed to cross my path, because that makes the difference. I think when
Yeah.
stuff like this happens and it's like, okay, like how are you getting inspired? How are you being held accountable? Like, who's checking on you? Who are you getting encouragement from? And so I think, it's a lot of it. You can't get everything from everybody on earth. You gotta center yourself with the one above, if you're a Christian. I am.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that second, it comes from, we are human beings, we're human nature. And so I think, just being able to talk to people like you and have similar shared lived experiences, and how can we grow and how can we get better, those are some things that have resurfaced for me, and just
Mm-hmm.
really not taking those things for granted, because they're not always promised.
Right.
And so I'm grateful for that. I value that.
Awesome. Okay. I've got some questions that kind of align with that.
Okay.
Some of them came from, I posed the question, what do you
Oh
want to
yeah.
know about Kiona?
Oh, okay.
And I got some really good questions in. So, what makes you feel alive?
I think for me now, it's this is weird. This is probably an answer that nobody's gonna expect. What makes me feel alive? It's like just getting up and just going to the coffee pot every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not the coffee in itself. It's just like, all right, like, I'm gonna go make coffee. Like, I don't know. It's just something about like doing that. That sounds so cliche and just backwards, but I mean, just being able to just wake up and just be like, all right, I'm up,
Yeah.
and just make the day what you want it, and shift your mindset and choose. I think that's what allows me to come alive. And
Mm-hmm.
that's been rewarding for me. And just getting up in the morning and just going on a walk, and just kind of like, before anything and the emails and whatever else that comes with that, like, what did you do for yourself today?
Yeah.
Like, what did you do to make you feel better, or to be healthier, or any of that. Like, I don't want to be 50 and just be thinking about that. So,
Yeah.
I know I'm young, but I want to be as young as possible, as long as I can. So I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just learning from, when I hear people say, I wish I would have, I listen to that, because I
Mm-hmm.
think that's something that, not that I got to take all of that and that applies to me, but when people say those things, it's for a reason, because they've
Mm-hmm.
already went through it. So
Yeah.
I try to listen to that. So I
I love
hear
that.
people, I wish I would have went on one more jogs or more walks. I'm like, okay, I'll just go walk, because there's gonna be a time where I can't walk.
Right. You'd be like, remember when I was young and I used to
Yeah,
walk all the time? No.
yeah, exactly.
I love it. Somebody retweet. You said, what did you do for yourself today? That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful. That's a good way to start the day, is to get up and to find a way to love yourself so that you can go
Mm-hmm.
out and love on everybody else in the community. I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. What calms you? Is there an
Um,
activity or something that you do that calms you?
Man, maybe I need to think about that more. It was just doing enough. I think for me, what calms me is kind of just like just sitting down and just turning off everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just like
Hmm.
right now, like, TV's not on. There's no podcast going. I
Hmm.
just really just turn everything off, because I get up in the morning, and then that's another thing. Like, I do give myself time to, like, all right, do the morning routine. Moment of silence. But then it's like I have like First Take on blast, and then it's like I have something in my ears. Like, how are you listening
Right.
to? But it's just like, that's just how I get stuff done. Like, and
Yeah.
I'm just into it. So I think for me, calming down, I just need everything to be silent, like, literally. Like, right
Mm.
now, if I wasn't talking, it'd be completely dead in here. Yeah,
That's kind of how it is in here right now too.
yeah,
I love it.
me too.
Okay. Um, Thinking about the people that are around you, whether they are friends, whether they're family, whether they're random people that you get to connect with,
Hmm.
what are the three things that you value most in people when you meet them?
I think just like what makes them them.
Hmm.
Like, I've learned, even during COVID, like, on Instagram, and just the things and how people connect with people because of George Floyd. It's like, that's weird, but okay, I'll
Yeah.
roll with it. um if I'm not Black friend that people want to follow, I'm okay with that. I think just seeing people for who they are, and then secondly learning about them and what makes them and
Hmm.
their story and how they got to where they are, and just appreciating them. Like, I know we're all different. We all don't have to agree on everything. I think for me it's just taking time to just say, like, hey, like, I see you, you know what I mean, and vice versa, and then just, hey, how are you, and I'm good, and or hey, what brings you here? That's probably what we would say before COVID,
Right.
when we could actually go places. Um,
Now you just
or
kind of nod,
yeah, just or
try
just
to smile at
Zoom.
them through the mask.
Exactly, or just
Yeah.
just do the little weird, like, okay, stay your 6 feet away from me. So no, I just try to appreciate people for who they are and what they have, shared with me, if that's me meeting them or vice versa.
Hmm.
Because people taking time out of their day or their, schedule to at least acknowledge you. I mean, it must be for a reason.
Yep.
So, people always say it's good to be seen. My grandma used to always say that. I'm like, it's good to be seen. I'm like, oh, now I get it. It's good to be seen. So yeah, I just think people just want to be seen, and everybody has something to offer. So,
Yeah.
just appreciating people for who they are and what they bring to the table.
Yeah. That connection and that human experience is
Hmm.
really powerful.
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly.
Okay. Along that line, almost all of these are like really
These are
deep
good,
thinking
Cynthia.
questions. Why do you think we're here? Like,
Dang.
why do you think we exist?
Well, first, because God created us, but then
Hmm.
secondly, I think we all have something to do. You know what I mean? Like, I just been thinking
Yep.
about that a lot lately too. As it relates to just my legacy and like in the next, if we're not gonna be here forever, so it's just like you think about those things. If something were to happen to me, it's like, what would you want people to be saying? And I just think we're just here to just do what our purpose is. Everybody finds it out differently in life, timely wise, and what that
Hmm.
is and what that looks like and how am I going to do it. But I think we're put here for a purpose, and we all have a unique divine opportunity to impart something to the universe. I'm going to steal your word. And complete that, and
Yeah.
really see it through. And then I think the nature and who we are, and in the skies and the universe and the stars, once it's done, I think, it's done. I think we
Hmm.
all have an end date, just like food expires at some point. I think
Hmm.
we do too, once we fulfill what we needed here
Yeah.
on earth. And I think ultimately that should, we're not going to be here forever, but make due time when you're here to do that, and
Right.
to learn and to figure that out. And I think once you do, that's what we should invest our time doing. At least that's what I think.
Awesome. So talk to me about your legacy. This was not one of the questions, but
Hmm.
you touched on the fact that you've been thinking about this recently. What is it that you want to leave behind? What, and it might not be a thing and it might not be
Hmm.
something that you've created, but what sense do you want to leave behind as your legacy?
I think for me, just like being able to be known for just being you, and carving your own lane.
Hmm.
I see that with me more and more, that a lot of things that I'm afforded the opportunity to do is not because it's been already laid in front of me. It's been something that I've had to work at and craft and just
Hmm.
kind of test it out. And then just like people are like, oh my God, like, oh, this is the thing. Yep, this is the thing now. Like, I didn't
Right.
think
We're
that
doing
before, but
it.
it's a thing now. It's here. So I think the most recent, implementations of just my work, and people just getting to know me over the course of the 3 years, I think that would speak to just exactly that. Like, I haven't had the traditional professional career as most as
Hmm.
my friends had, and it doesn't make me less of a person because of it. It's just different. And
It's
so I
just your
think,
path. Yeah.
yeah. So I think for me, sometimes that's challenging. I'm like, what the hell am I doing with my life? Uh, but it's working out,
Yeah.
and I think it's at that point where you start trying to shift, and you're asking yourself, like, okay, people are paying you for this, and you're speaking and you're doing all these different things, but that's what I'm here to do. And I think in that is making people better and sharing my story. And if that's what it is, that's what it is. So,
Yeah.
I think it's just more around just being you,
Hmm.
and hopefully people, when they remember me or think of me, it's like, man, Kiana, she did her, but she was her. She made
Yeah.
an impact being her,
There you
just
go.
being true.
Awesome. Do you have a daily mantra? Or a thought that drives you?
Not really.
Yeah.
I just kind of, Cynthia, I think I have like a lot of thoughts. That's probably the problem. Maybe I do need to have a mantra.
No, I don't know that that's the problem at all.
Okay. I think for me it's just like I just sometimes tell myself like, all right, get it done. Like just
Mm-hmm.
push through. Like day for yesterday, I just kind of just cranked out a bunch of stuff. Because I noticed with me, like if I say I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it like in that moment because then I'll write it down and then it'll happen like tomorrow. Like it'll get done.
Right.
But for me, it's just like, okay, why are you gonna put this off when you probably could just do it right now? You know, like yeah, true, you can do it tomorrow, but I mean, tomorrow it'll probably be like 5 other things, and then it
Mm-hmm.
just won't get done. So
And then this other thing is looming. Like, why didn't you take care of me?
yeah, so I do get a high off of okay, it's just done. Like
Yeah.
knowing that it is not in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
It is up to that person to fulfill because I want to make sure like I did what I did, and it's in good quality standing too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't have a mantra. I don't
You just said it. Get it done. That's your mantra.
get it done, push through. I guess you're right,
There it is.
but it's not daily though. It's like
I
oh
mean, you
yeah,
say it
get that
every
done.
day.
Get that done. You got to do that. It's like
You're
okay,
telling you're telling yourself.
yeah, you should do this every day. Maybe you get more stuff done. Less procrastination.
I love it. Okay. So my friend Amber, I told her that I was going to say her name
Okay.
when I asked this question. She said, if you could meet anyone dead or alive, who would it be and what would you ask them? I love this
Dang.
question. I know. I don't know that I could pick one person, so I'm
I don't
interested
know if I could
in
pick
your
one person
answer.
either. I mean, that's like I think right now for me it would be oh my gosh. That's hard.
Hmm.
How many you want to pick? Because it's like not two. She's at one, dead or
Well, I mean,
alive.
she said if you could meet anyone. She didn't say like just one person, just anyone. So let's
Oh,
say top three.
okay. Um, I think it'll be for starters, Dr. King,
Hmm.
um, Michelle Obama for sure, and geez, Serena Williams. I
Mm,
like her. Um, the reason why Serena Williams is I mentioned in my last podcast for up next reverse when you hear about her, she's always like doing something. Like she's
yeah.
never in the news for just like the tennis match. I'm like, what is she did now? She didn't bought a soccer team for her
Right.
daughter. Like who does that? But when she does things, it's just so monumental. And it just reminds you again, like just barriers are just not a thing. So I just love her for that. And I would really be interested in, hearing how, not just with tennis, but, just when you are your own legacy and
Hmm.
like you're consciously like you're breaking your own records, it's like, how does that make you feel? Like that's
Right.
crazy. Um, I think for Michelle Obama, of course, we're all fond of our forever first lady. And even listening to her podcast today, actually, it's just crazy, just how much she has overcome.
Hmm.
And we thought, not that I think we all know, like people go through things all the time. But I
Right.
think we do get a little on the side of, oh, like they're famous and they don't. And it's just easy, they don't have to worry
Hmm.
about anything. And, just who she is and what she's been able to accomplish. Not just being the first lady, but just doing it with class and grace that's hard,
Yeah.
knowing that, you've been able to just do so much and just overcome. Um, I would say with Dr. King, it would just be, you know, from a foundational aspect, he was just so ahead of his time before he left us. And so just being able to go back in time and just, or even just today to just sit with him and just hear like, what would be the forecast of the 2020 in another 50 years from now,
Yeah.
and to just get his take on America because the America that he talked about, he didn't get to see. And so I think
Hmm.
it would be pretty cool to chit chat with him about that. So
Yeah.
those would be my three people.
Interesting. Those are three good picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One's kind of, everybody wants to meet Michelle Obama, I feel like.
I mean, I feel like that's coming for you.
Oh my gosh. We'll see.
We're just going to put that out there.
Everybody's putting that out there. And it's just been this weird, like,
Just
okay, if this
embrace it.
happens,
Just embrace it.
hey, I'm gonna pull back these if this happens. Like, see, this is the third time.
There it
But no,
is.
it'd be really cool. I think she's just obviously she's a breaker barrier in her own right. And so, just being a woman, I just could imagine being the first black lady in the White House. I mean,
Yeah.
just crazy. So I'd be curious
Hmm.
to hear her thoughts about that. And even watching Becoming on Netflix, I mean, when we were talking about how when Trayvon Martin died and then something else happened and then they were on the plane here and they had to leave here and just you don't even have time to grieve. You just you just going.
Yeah.
You just doing.
Like nonstop. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, that's dope.
Cool. Okay. Those are, yeah, I like those three: King Obama and Serena Williams. Serena Williams.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love Serena Williams.
Okay. Do you have your cell phone near you?
Yeah.
Okay. Those of you that are watching, I want you to grab your cell phone as well, because we're going to play a quick game. Have you heard of this? Aux God?
No, I've never
Okay.
heard of that.
All right. It's called Aux God. All right. So the way that this works is we would pull a random card, and I've got the card, so I'm going to be pulling the random. No, they'll really be random. The random cards, and both of us and the folks in the comments have to do this as well, right?
Okay.
So what I want you to do, and you don't have to actually play it. I just want you to think about a song, like for example, this one, a song for Girls' Night Out. What would you choose from your phone for,
Dang.
for Girls' Night Out? And I'm going to look really quickly for one on
Okay.
mine.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go to my Spotify.
Okay.
Dang, that's tough.
Girls' Night, Girls' Night. What would it be? Those of you that are watching along with us, drop your thoughts in the comments. I can't wait to see what your Girls' Night.
But see, Michelle Obama, she's speaking of her. She just came out with her playlist of 2020 or something like that. I
Yeah,
think.
look.
Let me
Okay,
go
go with
back.
look at her whole entire playlist. You can probably just drop that in there, right?
Yeah. You know what? Dang.
What you got in there?
I'm just gonna go with Beyonce. I feel like
Anything Beyonce?
anything Beyonce would
Hmm.
just because everything she sings about is just you could get the girls and just kick it to that.
Just go with it. Yeah. I'm gonna pull her latest release, The Lion King, The Gift Deluxe
Oh
Edition. Just drop
yeah.
that whole thing in there, right? Okay.
Yeah. That was good. I haven't seen it yet, and I know people are gonna be like, "You haven't seen it yet."
It's all good.
I need to go watch it. But no, I mean just like that, right? Like when she did the whole. I mean, every time she releases something, it's just like that's probably why it's trends.
Right.
Now the WAP that just came out, that was just unnecessary.
Listen,
That's the
I don't know.
opposite.
I keep hearing people complain about this song.
You need to go
And
watch the video and maybe you'll
I
understand. I don't.
I've heard the song, and I also remember some of the songs that were around when I was in my 20s and my
Yeah.
teens, and it just is what it is. I mean, like you could go back to the 30s, and honestly, legit, you could go back to the 30s and hear songs that's talking about the same things. Like it's just a recycling of
Mhm.
content in music for today,
And
honestly.
I'm not trying to get obsessed. I just think it's because they're both bold. They're bold and they're just not hiding it. And
Yeah.
social media is just much more aggressive than it was back then. So
Yeah.
we didn't see Betty Payne like just with her mic and we didn't see all that. So if she wanted to do something crazy, we just heard the lyrics. That's it.
That's all you heard.
That's it.
I mean, but listen, I'm not I'm not gonna ask you to Google this, but you could look at any video from Uncle Luke.
That's
I'm just
true.
saying. I'm just
No
saying.
comment. No comment.
There we go. All
No
right.
comment.
Next song. Next song. Name a song that has been replayed too many times. Looks like a played out rap song is what we're looking for.
Yeah, Usher. That is
Usher?
like we can
Any
retire that
any
song.
Usher song? Which
No,
song?
not any Usher song,
I'm
but
like,
yeah,
wait, you
with
just
Ludacris.
digging a grave for Usher right now? He's the next 2020 victim.
No, he just
Usher
that
song.
song. Take that, rewind it back. I'm just like, Okay, we get it. You want us to back our butts up. We get it.
Usher, usher.
Sure. Yeah, like it's just, let's just that song's it's already like what is it 10 years old? Yeah, it's we
Mm,
good. Make a
yeah.
part two. Can we get a remix?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Well then we don't
We
need
don't
to hear
need a
no more.
remix. We don't need a remix.
That's just where I'm
Okay.
at. We don't need to hear no more.
Ready? Next one. Furnace banger.
They get the
Song,
party lit.
song that gets the party lit.
Dang, I feel like Salt Shaker with the Yin Yang Twins.
Yep, there you go.
I'm going all
You
the way
see, like
back.
my whole mood just shifted.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm like, what? Who's
That is
playing
more.
it?
That
Where
is
is
more of
it?
like probably when Cynthia. That's more back in the day. That song right there. Get it. Soon when the beat drop, everybody go crazy. Yeah,
That or uh Juvenile song.
back that thing up.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's always gonna be like a cult classic. Like
Listen.
I don't think we're ever gonna be able to get like my kids are gonna like be listening to that and they're gonna
Oh,
be like, mommy, mommy, and be like, this, what that?
but the song says.
Yeah.
No, all you need is 2 notes from that. Maybe not even 2 notes, right? They play that first that first track,
Yeah,
first part of the track.
yeah,
Everybody's up.
yeah, everybody's up. It's like they can the DJ can and it's like, oh,
Boom,
okay.
boom, boom.
Exactly.
I love it. Yeah, we're rolling through these. Okay, here's another one. Ready? Best of Both Worlds, a song with an R&B and rap collaboration.
Man, I feel like August Agostina, he does a good job at that. But you know, his songs recently with him and Jada Pinkett Smith.
Listen,
I'm not trying to get into that.
You can't say August without having a conversation about entanglements.
Dang it. Yeah, that song is pretty. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like the song, but then it's like, then you got to think about Jada, and I'm like, man, like after seeing that interview, right? It's all bad. No, he's a good artist. I feel like he kind of does both very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he is not mumble rap like all this stuff today. I'm like, you can just keep me back in the 90s. I'm good. Like I'll do that old soul. I guess like in 2040, I'm fine with that. I don't care.
So Apple will update like R&B playlists or hip hop playlists and once a week, and so I'll just check them out every now and then, and I'm like, is this a different song? Because it sounds like the last 3 that I heard. I didn't realize we had advanced 3 songs on the playlist. They all sound the same to me. So I don't know. I just thought I was getting old, but to hear you say that, I feel a little bit better.
No, because like I'm kind of like, okay, how are we gonna just take the Isley Brothers beat? Like y'all didn't make that beat. Like the Isley Brothers make that beat. Like y'all gotta give them credit. Like that's where I'm at. All that back in the day. I don't know. I grew up different, so that's okay.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. I'm gonna do 3 more of these. I got them ready to go here.
Okay.
Ready? Hot for 15 Seconds, a song from a one-hit wonder.
Dang, I feel like Prince, because he's the only person that's been able to like really make like hits that like you can play any of his songs and everybody just, oh my god.
Okay,
Prince, and they just go crazy.
I was like, did you just call Prince a what? Not Prince is not a one-hit wonder.
Well, not a one-hit wonder, but
he's a hit maker.
He's a hit maker. But when I think about just like you can just play any song and it's like boom. But one hit wonder.
Yeah.
What happened to the people who made Two Step? A Two Step.
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I'm like, dang, like y'all just came in my childhood and just left. They just gone.
That's it.
I ain't heard them.
You know what?
I ain't heard them since then.
You could put that song on right now and people get up and dance, but I don't even know the name of the group.
Or Wobble. Wobble? Because
I don't know that they have anything else. There might be a Wobble remix, but
yeah, I think all black people got remixes to their songs. I really do. That's just like cooking fried chicken and not putting not having some hot sauce. I don't know. I better stop. I need to stop. People gonna get on here and rewatch this. They're gonna be like, okay.
They were talking about everything on there. All
Too
right.
much.
Two left to go. Two left to go, and then we'll switch.
Okay, let's
Okay.
get it.
Let's get
Play a
it.
motivational song.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. I don't. That's hard, Cynthia.
Do you have
I'm
a
gonna say
playlist that gets
Ti.
you
I'm
going?
gonna say anything Ti.
Mm-hmm.
It gets me
Mm-hmm.
going. I can listen to some Ti and get motivated. I just don't. I don't care what song. Anything Ti. I feel like that's what makes you just
And that's why you're my sister.
okay. When I want to feel boss, when I want to feel like a G, I'm like, all right, turn on Ti.
Listen, all you got to do is ask my former coworkers what I used to roll
Oh,
into the parking lot listening to.
okay.
They would turn their heads and be like, "Oh, there she is again."
Yeah, I think Ti is good for me, and Juvenile. I like Juvenile. Like he's
Hmm.
good too. Yeah, I'm just like all up in like the '90s and the 2000s. Like I ain't nowhere near our generation. I can't even tell you like all these people. I'm lost. I'm really like my kids get older. We are not listening to this. I'll be like, no, this is real rap. Like if you're gonna listen to rap, like let's listen to like at least G Unit. Like they not like relevant, but it's like they still had good songs. You know what I'm saying? They
Did
actually
they?
rap, actually could understand what they were saying.
There's got to be some artists out there that are good right now, right?
I mean, I'm sure they are. Like right now, I can't even tell you because I'm giving you all stuff from old. Like I don't
This
know.
is true.
I
This
mean,
is
I
true.
listen to one of shout out to how 103 Jams. I mean, I listen to our radio station, but I don't know.
And see, I don't even listen to that
You just
because we have satellite radio in the car, and
okay.
so it's yeah,
I can't wait
it's
for that day to come for me.
listen.
Well, just because the new car is coming, I'm speaking it to
There you
existence.
go. I'm just saying, interview Michelle Obama, new vehicle, all this is happening.
Yep,
Let's
just like
let's
that.
let's talk about it. All right. Last but not least, Ox God card.
Okay,
They'll never like a post. Play a song for the haters. What you got?
dang. Um, mm, I don't know, Cynthia.
I don't think about them like listen.
Like when I want to flop with somebody, I don't think about it. Either, but now that you mentioned it, like I need to get this right. Once somebody look back at this, they gonna know. Oh, okay.
Oh, she playing that song.
I would say K Camp made me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Snooty Wild and K Camp made me. Like anytime I'm like, oh, okay, okay, you
Got
hate
it.
me? Okay. We'll
Got
listen
it.
to that real quick. Let me
You just
box up.
make a post about it. This is what I'm currently listening to right now.
Exactly. Yeah,
Got
we
it.
go listen to those. Listen to the clean version though. I mean, I know sometimes some of the music is raunchy, but that song right there, like every time I listen to that, I'm just like, people don't know, like they don't really know. We could flip the script, Cynthia, in like 2 seconds. We can be
They
impressed.
probably have no idea about me.
Oh,
So
they don't.
you're talking about get the clean version. If it doesn't have the E next to it, like I'm like I don't want that. I want to know what they're saying.
That's
I just
okay.
have to know. I just
You
need
just
to
have
know.
to know. Well, then
Yeah.
listen to that song and tell me what you think. Text me later. Tell me what you think.
Okay.
I'm
I
serious.
got you.
That's my
I
homework.
got you.
I'm serious. That's my
I
song.
got. Oh, you just gave me homework.
Yes, it's easy homework. It's the easiest homework
Okay.
you ever had.
Okay. Text me that song. Like text me a Apple Music link or something.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Mm,
And I'll listen to it. The unedited version.
explicit. I think that's the one I got.
All right. Okay.
That was fun. I
Have
love
you
that.
ever heard of culture tags?
Culture tags?
Mm-hmm.
Educate me.
A game for people who love hashtags and the culture.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I got all kind of crafty stuff over here. Okay. Um, so they have different categories like daily sayings, Black Twitter,
Okay.
family and friends,
Black Twitter.
TV and film. You want me to pull one from Black Twitter? I'm going to pull one from
Please
Black
do.
Twitter. I'm going
Let's
to
see.
pull one from TV and film as well. So what I have are hashtags and oh my gosh, these are going to be interesting. Let's pull some TV and film.
Did you pick
I'm
some? You pick some
oh,
crazy ones?
oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So I've got three of these here, three
Okay.
different categories. So I'm gonna give you a sample one. So essentially, what I'm gonna do is to put up a hashtag. This would be the hashtag,
Dang.
and and I
I
have
don't
to
even know.
tell you, like, I have to give you a description without saying anything that's in um, the actual what the hashtag stands for, and you have to guess what it means, right? So
Okay.
this is something that Issa Rae said at an awards show when asked who she was
Oh,
hoping would win.
I'm rooting for everybody black.
You got
Okay.
it?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with 2021 and 2022. We and the rest of this year, I'm rooting for everybody black. Literally, unapologetically. Like I don't even care. No, I don't
Yes.
care. I mean, I said that today in the meeting. I don't even care anymore. I'm serious. I just don't care. I've lost all patience of just if you black, I'm just rooting for you. You could
There you
be,
go.
yeah. You got all my support.
There we go. All right, so
That was
you
a
got
good
an
one.
idea of how it goes, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get you to guess these, because
Okay.
my gosh. All right. So this category is TV and film,
Okay.
and I want you to think Bad Boys for Life.
Oh my God.
Martin Lawrence,
Okay.
Will Smith.
Mhm.
What was their motto, their mantra?
Dang. I can't even remember. And I know I know.
Uh-huh.
Classic.
It's a classic.
Oh my God, Cynthia. My black card is gonna be revoked after this episode.
That All right, if you are watching along with us, drop your guesses in the comments. I want to see if anybody can get this.
Okay, I haven't even been paying attention. Oh, Charles said the music industry likes creativity now. They definitely do. Exactly.
Oh.
Um,
Any guesses? Going once.
we ride together, we die
Mm-hmm.
together.
You got it. Bad Boys for Life. Awesome. Okay, ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right, this is a daily saying. Daily saying. And people usually say this when someone's doing something that they couldn't see themselves doing. They say, well, why
Mhm.
BTM? Because it wouldn't be me.
Oh, did you just give it away? I don't know.
You got it?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh,
We get
Yolanda's
it?
in the comments. We ride together, we die together. Yolanda, I need help
Uh-oh.
with this one. Help me with this one.
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I'm going to switch to my headphones. Give me just a second.
Okay. It has been quite the evening, guys. Thanks for joining in. I'm taking over. Cynthia should be hosting because it's Up Next Reverse. But welcome to another fabulous episode of Up Next. Thank you guys for joining in.
There we go.
Better than me.
You better than me. You got it?
Better than me. Yeah, Yolanda got it. I didn't get it. She got it. she put it in the comments. I just
Shout out
repeat
to
what she said.
Yolanda.
You better than me. Oh
You
yeah.
better than me. All right. All right. This
That's
one's
true though. That is a daily saying. Like
it
somebody
is.
is like, "You're better than me," because I couldn't.
It
I
wouldn't be
might have
me.
smacked. I might have smacked him. I might. I don't think I would have made it through.
I love it. All right,
So,
ready? This one's
yeah.
Black Twitter.
Okay. Lord have mercy.
People have been saying this a lot recently, as a lot of our Caucasian brethren have discovered what's been happening with all of the systemic racism that exists in America.
Okay.
We said, listen, basically, we've been saying this for a long time. What would this be?
We done said a lot. We've been. I mean, that could be anything. I don't know.
What did we do? If we've been saying it for a while, we would.
We
Or go ahead. What were you gonna
we
say?
we created this. We built this. One to cuss.
Or let's use a different example. Let's use a different example. Let's say you're at a
Mhm,
cookout and somebody brought some potato salad that's
mhm,
just not right. Something a little off with it, right?
mhm.
And people come in and you just look at them and you don't don't do that one.
Somebody
And
somebody said
they
we tried to tell y'all.
and there it is. We eating it anyway. We tried to tell y'all. We
Uh,
tried to tell y'all.
I think this is one of your viewers, Cynthia. Daniel Holiday. He said
Yeah.
we tried to tell y'all.
There it is.
I mean, it's like we say these things, but now that we got them on cards, I'm like, we say so much.
We do
We
say so
do.
much. A
We
lot. All right. I'm gonna give you another one.
okay.
TV and film. Think
Okay.
back to the 90s
Ugh.
and Steve Urkel. What was his catchphrase?
Is this in Blue Streak though? Like I don't.
Steve Urkel was on Family
I mean,
Matters.
oh, okay. Is that's Jeez, I don't even know. I can't think.
You got this, Kiana.
Maybe how old was I when the show came out?
I don't even know
Your
if you were
grandma didn't
born.
let me watch it.
I'm gonna be honest. You might not have been alive.
I don't know. No, I don't think I seen that one. I don't think I watched a lot of.
You have
You
comments
about to
there?
say, girl. I told you, Cynthia, I'm about to get my black card revoked. Okay, but Yolanda, for clarification, before you jump on my head and be
Come
in my
on.
inbox,
Come on, Yolanda.
she's older. She's older
Mhm.
than me, so
Mhm.
she definitely has seen the show. I mean, look, I didn't even get out of. I couldn't even leave the Disney Channel phase with Proud Family and Nickelodeon. Like I just couldn't. Like my TV time was really like, okay, what you watching? My grandma wasn't playing. She wasn't playing. That's
Okay,
okay.
we're gonna flip this on you, right? So I can only see the. Oh my gosh, why do I have such a long one? All right, so I'm gonna put this up in a
Okay.
way so that I can't see it on mine. So I'm just gonna block my screen here. But it's at the bottom of this card, right? So it's down here.
Oh, okay.
What it says, right?
Uh,
So
I can't. I
your
can't.
job is to get me
Oh
to.
yeah.
Can you read it?
Yeah. I got you now.
Okay.
That's a little hard. Put that back. I think. Wait, is this an app that we're just on? Because I think I have the app.
Do you?
Yeah. Is this the one that we just did?
I don't know.
Ox guy.
No. This is culture tags.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, why is this so long?
Yeah, this was really long. Oh, okay. I
Oh,
see it.
okay.
I see it. I see the red tag. So it's something that we always say in a place of worship
Okay.
all the time. It's like the black go-to.
Okay. Give me some more.
A game. Something we always say when we try and let people know, like you down for the cause. It's for the. Yeah,
This is a church saying. He didn't have to do it, but he did. Is that right?
Yep. Boom.
Yes.
You're good.
Why is this so long? Why? Look. I was like, what? Nobody's using this as a hashtag. Nobody is using this as a
Nobody is using
hashtag.
it, but okay. I mean, Black Tutor is. I mean, that's a lot.
Oh my gosh, Kiana, this is
Time flies when we're having fun.
It really does. It really does. Cool. What are we at? Like 55 minutes in?
We're there.
We're there. Holy cow.
It flew.
This has been a lot of fun.
Thanks for coming on. Even though I didn't do much tonight. I just jumped on my computer, so this was great. I could do this more often.
I enjoyed this, and I got to tell you what, Oxgod, I learned a lot about your music choices.
Really?
I did.
I mean, yeah, I think music tells a lot about a person. Like whatever you listen to is kind of like, okay, I'm old soul. I think people who know me know that, or they
Yeah.
get that. The Gap Band. Anything
Uh,
there, we
yeah.
can do it.
Nice.
Dan tapping in. What up, Dan?
We should we're gonna close it with one more. All right.
Okay.
We're gonna see if we can get this one.
Okay.
This is this one's perfect for you. I love it.
Oh
This is
my God.
Black Twitter. Black Twitter. And this is
Okay.
something sometimes we say it when we can't believe what's happening in our world at the time. Sometimes we gosh, this is a hard one. Okay. Let me think about this one. Oh my gosh. Kiona. When something unbelievable happens to you, you say, this what?
This can't be.
Come on, you got the first three.
Dad gave it away. This can't be life.
This can't be life.
This can't be life. It can't. This whole
this is
2020
life.
can't
This
be
is
life. It can't. This can't be life. I hope people who watch this don't revoke my black card. I really don't.
Listen,
Yeah, I'm down
we
for the
all have
cause.
asterisks. We all have asterisks. I've got them too.
I'm down
I
for the
love
cause.
it. Well, Kiona, this has been fantastic. And this is life. This is what's actually happening right now. And I just love watching you soar. I can't wait to see all that you continue to do and all the many ways that you continue to flourish and grow with Up Next Reverse, and everything that's coming that you haven't even seen yet. So thank you so much for allowing me to join you tonight.
Thanks, Cynthia. It means a lot. I mean, COVID has brought all of us together. I feel like more like things that we typically would do. It's been great, and just not only here on my platform, like even speaking of Dan, like watching the Porterhouse KC every week, and just getting to just hear and see a lot of other people in our community that's been brought on, and I don't even know, like there's just so many dope people in Kansas City, and so I count it all blessings that people like yourself are able to come on here and share time with me and vice versa. So it's great. Somebody said my black card's revoked. Y'all, so. Okay.
It's gone.
No. Yeah, it's good.
Listen, as long as your skin is brown, you got it.
That's all that matters. That's it.
Awesome. Okay.
All right, y'all.
Thank y'all for tuning in, and thank you for allowing me to graciously host again, Kiona. And I'm looking forward to watching the next episode, whether it's Up Next or Up Next Reverse. And I hope y'all tune in as well.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll be back here 8:30. Won't be Up Next Reverse. I think we're Up Next Reverse once a week for the rest of this month. But suicide awareness nationally is coming up September, and so I'll have two guests tomorrow, Vanessa Abrams and Rachel Crack, and they'll be on tomorrow to kind of talk about some of those things. It's a little deep, but we're going to talk about self-awareness and how to be an advocate for that and how to help people, because especially right now, there's a lot of different things going on as it relates to mental illness and just people just, needing help. And so hopefully people, will listen in tomorrow at 8:30, a little different, but it'd be great. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you, Cynthia. And we shall see everyone, next time? Peace out.
Next time.
Next time.